Rome, 897 AD. In the heart of the Vatican, a crowd gathered not for prayer, but for a trial. But this wasn't a trial of a king, not a heretic, not even a living man. This was the trial of a corpse. Yes, you heard that right. A dead pope dressed in full papal robes was dug up from his grave, propped up on a throne, and put on trial by his successor. The man on the throne, Pope Formosus, dead for 9 months, rotting, lifeless, but charged with crimes against the church. Presiding over the trial was Pope Stephen VI, the man consumed by rage, revenge, and in the politics of medieval Rome. He stood in a sacred basilica, shouting accusations at a decomposing body, and that wasn't even the weirdest part. Stephen assigned a deacon to speak on behalf of the corpse. Imagine that. A man, trembling, standing next to a corpse and forced to defend it in Latin. Before bishops, before nobles, before God, all while the body sat slumped, tied to a chair so it wouldn't fall over. So why did this happen? Why dig up a pope? Why try a man who couldn't respond? Why mutilate his corpse afterward? Because this wasn't really about justice. It was about power. It was about control. It was about erasing a legacy. Formosus had enemies, big ones. And they wanted not just to ruin his name, they wanted to unmake him and the church. It stood by and watched in silence, out of fear, or guilt, or something worse. What happened next would shake the very foundation of the papacy. A pope would fall, another would rise. And the memory of this trial, the most grotesque in church history, would refuse to stay buried. Even 1,000 years later, we're still talking about it. But the end of this story, you'll never see it coming. Because the aftermath of the Cadaver Synod is stranger than the trial itself. And it didn't end with just one body. Want to know what really happened to the Pope who ordered the trial? What became of Formosus' corpse? And how the Catholic Church tried to erase the entire event? Watch the full story now on our YouTube channel, Echoes of History. You won't believe how this one ends. Follow for more forgotten history. Full video now playing on YouTube, Echoes of History.